remove as much of as I can. But outside the pericardium, before I even get there, there's this other sort of glandular tissue here. There's this big gland that sits on top of the pericardium. See that? And actually, you notice I'm not being very nice to it. I'm just sort of pulling it apart because it's a tissue that's what we call friable. Not as in sautéed, but as in being able to pull it apart. And that is called the thymus gland. That's where all those lymphocytes come from, basically, where they learn how to recognize measles virus and stuff like that. Anyway, so you see the thymus gland, the thing to do there is basically pull out as much of it as you can. But you see I'm still kind of deep inside there, which means I still want to cut a little more to get the bone out of here. Sorry. I don't mean to splash anybody. What I want to do is cut this carefully enough so that I get these bones out of the way, but also I don't want to cut the main blood vessels. I want those to show up. You may also notice in your lab book, just to, before I forget, you see on pages 68 and 69, it says dissection of the heart and connecting blood vessels. Okay, and then it says branches of the aorta on page 69. See all those 12 different branches? You're only going to need to know down to number 3. The ones that branch below the diaphragm, we're not going to dissect. So everything from 4 on down through 12 on page 69, you can cross that out. You don't have to know that. It's just too much detail. And it's not like they're different organs. They're just different branches. They're all blood vessels. So we don't have to worry about that. So now we have now here's the hard part is to cut this without cutting the underlying blood vessels. We want to see. Okay, getting there. And now we can actually do that, some of that, at least some of cut number 10 to ease the strain. Right? Into the neck dissection. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Now what we have here, these are various muscles. That are around, sort of the neck muscles. And then we also have a couple of glands here. There's a gland here. These are salivary glands, actually, in the neck. And then here, this big sort of reddish-brown gland here. It's sort of right where you wear a bow tie. That's a species difference, because here it's just sort of a cup-shaped thing. This is the thyroid gland. And in the pig, it's this sort of general cup shape. In a human being, it's actually shaped like a bow tie. So usually I give them a thyroidectomy without even using a knife. Or anesthesia. There's a thyroidectomy. Okay. And beyond that, now we have the you'll see we have the, this is the trachea, and you'll see it has these reinforcing rings of cartilage, but we won't be doing that right now. We'll do that after, and these are salivary glands, so we'll take a look at those after. Wow, look what that is. That looks like it has a chunk of thyroid gland sort of a little out of place. Everybody's a little abnormal, aren't we all? So it's a little extra thyroid gland there someplace. Now, that's another one. You can tell by the structure of it. Look at that. 2 extra little thyroid glands. Okay. Now here, there's still a little bit of this soft, mushy stuff. That's more thymus gland. Still a little bit of that. And now, again, now very carefully, because you see I'm going to want to get the heart dissection of the blood vessels. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll cut as much of the pericardium as I can. That's just in the way. Okay. See, again, I got this salivary gland stuff a little bit in the way. And a little bit of this rib here. And what else we got? See, there are some superficial blood vessels here also. And again, where this rib comes across, it's a little bit still in the way. I really don't want to mess up your specimen, ladies. This is a very good one. We know.
You should take it home.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, okay, this is good. A little more thymus gland in the way. Just sort of, as I say, very loose tissue.